Good, beautiful now. Hi, beloved community. This is Katerina Satori. I just have a few minutes. I am in my one of my favorite rooms in the house. This is my healing room, meditation room, happy room. I work with this beautiful traditional medicine called happy. There's a crystals and altar room. So every time I'm here and I'm live streaming from here, it's a very special energy. And I love to give a voice to something that has been very illuminating for me. And it's a topic about karmic lessons. Very specific life themes that show up on our path. Before I start this transmission, I'm going to take a look to make sure that we have connectivity. It is a Friday morning, my time. Hi, everyone. Let's see. I am here. Let me know who is here with me. Recurring life themes, karmic lessons. So I've been really feeling called by the guides that work with me to give a voice to a crucial process in our soul ascension. And since we are in accelerated time of ascension, where the shifts are happening at such speed that we've never seen before, we're able to recognize more clearly with a deeper awareness that there are certain repeating lessons that come to us with, let's just say, bigger intensity to get our attention, so we don't turn away from those lessons but actually embrace them. And I go even deeper. I invite all of us who are here for soul awakening to actually bow down to your karmic lessons, because a karmic lesson keeps coming to you to help you liberate yourself. On the level of the soul, you're choosing your karmic lessons. You're choosing a lesson that you were not able to complete in your previous life. So you take back, you start in this life with a specific set of themes that you are going to master, right? Or complete. So for somebody, hi loves, it's so good to be with you. I'm here in my healing room. Who is here with me? Anyway, you are so welcomed and celebrated. But the karmic lesson is a very powerful understanding to develop, because I work with people in so many different ways, in such a different paths. But the one thing that I want to attune when I work with a client is to attune to what specific karmic lesson that they are moving through right now. For some people, it's the karmic lesson of learning how to master their finances. So on the level of the soul, they keep creating an experience of what looks like financial instability, or they create money and they lose it, or they create money and they create all kind of turbulence around it. So for somebody, the key life theme is finances, or learning to generate money, or a next piece, even bigger, to believe that you can do the work that you are meant to do and to receive money for it. That could be a whole life theme for somebody. Another life theme that is very prominent for a lot of people right now is relationships, right? Letting go of the blueprint that we received from our parents, codependent blueprint, rescuing blueprint, basically choosing a partner that is not truly appropriate or aligned for you. That could be another huge life theme. For another person, it could be a life theme with their children, or with their environment, or is their involvement with the world. But the karmic lesson is the repeating life issue that keeps coming to you and keeps asking you not to run away from it, but to actually look at it with your presence, and even deeper, to dive into it with a full surrender into the lesson, where you finally say, you know what, this life theme, this karmic lesson just keeps coming to me. And the reason it keeps coming to me is because I have not mastered the lesson. I have not reached a true level of embodiment of the lesson. I might got an insight on the level of intellect. I might got an emotional opening of seeing, wow, this is actually a repeating karmic lesson for me. Wow, right? Develop awareness. But until we make a new choice, we have not mastered the lesson. The way how we can know we have moved through a completion of karmic lesson is when we make a new choice when that lesson shows up. Right? We make a new choice. So for example, somebody who is struggling with money theme, right? The only way they know that they have really began untangle that theme is when they stop running away from that challenge. They stop avoiding that challenge. But I actually say, okay, this is my challenge. Challenges come to me because they help me grow. Challenges are sacred opportunities for evolution. And instead of putting responsibility on anything outside of myself, such as bad luck, bad economy, blah, 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 I'm going to say my reality is a mirror. My reality is trying to get my attention by saying, hey, stop avoiding looking at your finances with the most amount of clarity, with the most amount of presence, right? Stop avoiding transforming the shame that you have around finances, because I promise you, somebody who hasn't mastered the theme of finances, they either have unprocessed shame to unprocessed guilt. And as you know from the vibrational scale, it is all the way at the bottom. So learn, transform shame into humor. Learn, transform guilt into forgiveness. That's the curriculum. That's the work, right? Where you say, oh my goodness, this lesson keeps showing up. Let me look within. What is happening within? What is happening within? Because my reality is just mirroring. Where's my deeper assignment? Let's take relationships, the next major piece for a lot of people. I can tell you from embodiment, this was a huge one for me, because when I became honest and I'm like, look at all the men I keep choosing. Each one a, a slightly improved version of the same blueprint. And I can take a victim position and say, there is just not enough men around that I can choose from, and I just keep choosing this archetype. That's one perspective. That tells me that I am not mastered my lesson. I'm not seeing the lesson at all, right? So I'm gonna take a look at the archetype that I'm attracting. And I'm like, whoa, something in my subconscious still believes this is the only thing that I am in alignment with. And when the next archetype of this old story keeps coming back, and I feel all this energies in my body telling me this is going to be exciting, it's familiar, it's known, we know exactly how to show up for this. And if I keep diving into it, right, I keep repeating the same karmic theme. I keep repeating the same karmic theme. So when you realize the old karmic theme comes in again, and you change your attitude from resistance to acknowledgement. Oh my God, this is my opportunity to make a new choice. This is my opportunity to do something different about this karmic theme, right? Beloveds, we are in accelerated ascension time. where the repeating karmic themes are coming so fast, and we are actually standing on the threshold of a very unique opportunity of completing major life themes. So if you feel money is your karmic theme, I am here to assure you the reason why it feels more intense to you right now is because you are this close to actually resolving it. You're so close to resolving it. It could be a mix of you developing a next dimension of the skill, right? A very specific business skill. It could be a mix of you coming into this deep inner resolution that you say, I am here to fully align to the truth that I am spirit in the physical form, right? And I can call in every resource that I require. It's really a mix. It's like this your own inner discovery. But the key idea is that our reality always mirrors us, our curriculum. So then, instead of waking up and being weighted down by anything unresolved in your life, you wake up and you are in the energy of acceptance, self-compassion, and this willingness to be taught by your higher self, by your life, right? And say, teach me, help me see what I'm not seeing. This is the most, I would say, fertile soil of consciousness, where you can say, where you are willing to say, help me see what I'm missing. Please open my eyes. You talking to your higher self or to source consciousness. Please help me see what I'm not seeing. Please help me see why I keep choosing that process, why I keep going away from my true alignment. I'm tired of beating myself up. I'm tired of making myself wrong. I'm actually willing to see. Help me see what I'm missing. This is the conversation that your higher self will always answer. Dava, what if we handle things differently within the connection between us? Does that shift the karmic theme into something more divine? Yes, Dava, absolutely it will shift. I remember I did a whole like hour transmission on karmic relationships. That when two people, even if they meet in the karmic dance, if they both are willing to transform the theme of their relationship into ascending union, they can absolutely do that, right? But both people get to desire ascension of that relationship. Not just one wants it and another one resists it, you're not gonna go anywhere, right? So you can absolutely change the theme, right? This is how powerful you are. You know, the reason behind this video, beloveds, is to remind all of us that we are beings of spirit taking a physical costume, right? And the reason why we shift our consciousness, whether it's through breath work, plant medicine, drumming, ecstatic dance, any kind of shamanic ways we shift consciousness, why would we do that? So we could remember ourselves as spirit, right? Awakening is living as spirit. So then when you live as spirit, you can see your reality from this vantage view of spirit. Then you can look at the dramas of your life from the perspective of spirit. That gives you a sense of expansive understanding, right? When the life drama comes your way, you're like, hold on a second, I can see it in front of me, I can see this happening, but let me zoom out and understand what is happening on the level of spirit. What is the karmic theme that shows up here? So, you know, whenever I talk with somebody who has, financial, really just the relationship with money is the relationship of struggle. Like their constant theme is they don't have the trust that they can truly live without money worries. And I help them understand that they simply invested their trust, their innate ability to trust, into a storyline, that my storyline, whether I started it in a past life or parallel life, but I continue to carry this belief. So it's a really the work on the level of belief, on the energetic level, but also making a new choice, making a new choice, making a choice. For so many of us, light workers and beings who are here to really to be of service to spirit, this is the most sovereign lifetime we've ever lived. So we are learning how to live in a sovereign way. So maybe it's a quite new experience. So I really take a stand of giving yourself a lot of acknowledgement, a lot. If you keep beating yourself up, you're just slowing down the process. If you keep shaming yourself for your lack of progress, you're slowing down the process, right? Instead, take a stand for celebrating yourself. It's like this, being radically honest about the life theme that keeps showing up and celebrating every ounce of progress. Can you do that? If you can do that, you're gonna make leaps towards remembering that you are a liberated divine being, right? A leaps towards it. It's like the moment I stopped beating myself up for choosing inappropriate partners in my romantic life, and just like first I had a really good cry, and I was like, oh my gosh, I am repeating my mother's blueprint. I am just repeating my, every stage, repeating the blueprint. And then I was like, oh my goodness, celebrating. Look, that option presented to me, and I saw it right away. I saw the old karmic theme right away. And I said, thank you. I'm complete with this theme. Thank you very much. Totally complete. I'm going to be in my own unique divine union here, right? So I take a stand of celebration of every empowered choice that I make. And what you focus on, you amplify. When you begin to celebrate every empowered choice that you make, you actually build up a momentum. You build up your spiritual power. But if you keep beating yourself up, keep being ashamed of your situation, you are stuck. You are stuck in the same process. So the antidote to shame is humor. This is why I always say, remember, this is all cosmic joke. This is a divine play of consciousness. You are in a divine movie. Yes, it is very real to your senses. Yes, it is very real to your senses. But please, when you zoom out, you begin to laugh. You begin to laugh because the moment you leave the body, the moment you cross the portal of death, everything that is difficult to understand becomes understood in an instant, because you see your reality from a perspective of spirit, and you're like, oh my gosh, it was hilarious. This entire journey was so funny, right? This is why, when you listen to Ram Dass and Alan Watts and Bashar, you begin to, yes, Raquel, antidote to shame is humor, beloveds. I have that code in Gene Keys. We each have a core wound that we volunteered, we raised our hand, we say, you know what, this lifetime, I'm gonna help to heal that fractal of human wound. I came to heal the shame. So trust me, I've experienced a ton of shame in my life in order for me to understand the energy of it and to begin to say what heals shame is humor. What heals shame is joy, beloveds. If you just remember, you didn't come here to prove anything. You just came here to embrace your curriculum with joy and to say these karmic themes are here for a reason. These life themes are here for a reason. I'm going to be a celebration, right? So, and the antidote of guilt is forgiveness. I noticed that a lot of mothers struggle with guilt, right? It's like the guilt is or leaders, a lot of leaders struggled with guilt. And the guilt is that message that you could have done it better. Of course you could have done it better if you knew how in the moment. But in the moment, you could only do to the moment you were able to do it. Right, beloveds? So my fellow leaders, please remember to untangle yourself from the guilt program that you could have showed up differently, you could have done better. If you could have, you would have. If you could have, you would have. You know what I mean? But you did the best you could with the resources and the level of awareness. And your mistakes are sacred. Mistakes are actually how humans learn. Mistakes is a mechanism of learning. So, beloveds, I've learned to bow down to my mistakes. Literally. Bow down to it. Mistakes in leaderships, mistakes in relationships, there are opportunities to see things differently. There are opportunities to see yourself differently. But our societal programming shames us for mistakes, right? So we are never free. And instead you say, karmic theme is back? Wow, it's back because my higher self is sending me a message. I can see the karmic theme with new clarity. I can make a new choice. That's why it's back. That's why it's back. I love you so much, beloveds. I have a session with a client right now in 5 minutes. I just wanted to share this message. It felt really important to encourage you to remember we are in accelerated ascension timeline, meaning acceleration of karmic lessons, acceleration of life theme. And this is a lifetime where you and I and so many of others will complete certain life themes for good. So next lifetime, we're going to begin at the level of consciousness you awaken this lifetime. So the blueprint and the whole storyline of next lifetime is going to be radically different for you. How powerful. How powerful. So I love you so much. Thank you for joining the sacred space. I feel the energy of the healing room that I've created here is different, right? For the live stream. Maybe I'll do the spiritual talks here. I love you so much. Celebrate your challenges today. Don't turn away from them feeling that you're doing something wrong. Your challenges come to strengthen you. Your challenges come to help you awaken your power. And when you see it that way, how you see it, so it changes. How you see it, so it changes. Wayne Dyer told us that. So when you see a challenge is a gift, a challenge is an opportunity, a challenge is here to strengthen me. Boom, you alchemize it in the moment. I love you. I see you very soon, darlings.